What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Closet Catholic. My name is Ben, and I wanted to do an update today and let you guys know a little bit about what's coming in the future. But first off, I wanted to really just say thank you to you guys for praying for me and my family. For those who might not know, my son was born about a month ago now, and actually a month ago, tomorrow will be, well, tomorrow will be a month since he passed away. He was a little over 4 days old when that happened. And I might talk about that in a future video a little bit. Obviously not in too much detail, but anyways, yeah, thank you for your prayers, for your encouraging words, and also for those who gave to things like the GoFundMe that Kyle Whittington set up. And on that note, a special thanks to Kyle Whittington for setting up the GoFundMe, which is something that was obviously very public, but also for things just between him and me that I really I can't I can't say enough positive things about Kyle. He is he's legit. He's an awesome person. I'd share more, but I don't know if he'd be comfortable with me sharing more, or if he would just prefer that to be private. But anyway, so thank you to Kyle. Thank you also for several others. Drew the Catholic, he put together a video that we showed at the funeral for my son. Thank you also to Megan from Filed Under Faith, for It's a Girl Sang, for just giving a shout out and putting stuff on her channel. Same thing with Michael Lofton at Reason Theology and Swansona from Intellectual Catholicism. Michael at Catholicism for the Modern World, and also Hallelujah, of course, for her. I think she prayed a special novena for my son, and just many others. If I'm forgetting people, I apologize, because there's been a overwhelming amount of support, and just people sending messages and just checking in, making sure my wife and I and our daughter, like, we're all doing okay, which we are. It's been a rough month, obviously. Today was actually, let's see, I'm recording this on June 6th. Today was actually my son's due date. So he was a premature birth, and then tomorrow will be 1 month since he passed away. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster, a lot going on, but I'm doing all right, one day at a time. It is what it is. But so as far as the channel goes, I do have some ideas going forward. I'm probably going to change the name. I haven't fully settled on that yet, so I'm not going to announce it. And as far as content wise, let me actually change my screen. I know the last time I mentioned that my content going forward was going to be geared more towards kind of an entry level to Catholicism and exploring some things that are fairly basic, that are also commonly misunderstood by people who aren't Catholic as well as people who are Catholic. I'm still planning on doing that. I also have some ideas of doing like response videos, not so much like how Kyle Whittington does his low-hanging fruit videos, where it seems like those videos, they're very entertaining and very informative too. But I feel like those videos tend to be geared more towards the audience. So like people watching Kyle's videos, as well as people who watch the original video that he's responding to. But I think when I do response videos, because I have some in mind that I want to do, I think I'm going to be geared more towards the people who made the videos. So it's going to have a bit of a different tone, partly because I can't pull off Kyle's personality at all. Like, I just can't do, he's got a thing going and it works for him, and I'm not even going to try to mimic it. But essentially what I'm thinking is kind of like a charitable response. So like not being too harsh or anything, but just sort of listening to someone who's speaking against Catholicism and considering their position, and then offering a critique in a charitable way to try and foster discussion a little bit, if that makes sense. So I might do some of that. And then I'm also really thinking of the denomination that I came from, which is the Church of the Nazarene. So the Church of the Nazarene really does not have much of an online presence, especially on YouTube. So a lot of people don't know about it. Like, for example, their official YouTube channel has not even 4,000 subscribers. And So part of it is I'd like to. I'm still not sure how to approach it yet, but I want to do something that engages with the Church of the Nazarene, not in like a belittling way. I mentioned it to someone pretty close to me, like, yeah, I might do that. And they were worried that I was just going to be like beating them up all the time and saying how wrong they are. And I'm like, no, that's not the attitude I want to have towards the Church of the Nazarene. I more just want to see it as like building a bridge in a way between the Church of the Nazarene and Catholicism. But also, if I want to do this, though, I kind of want to jump on it soon because they have what's called a General Assembly, which typically takes place every 4 years. Although the last time they had it was, I think, 6 years ago because of COVID. And General Assembly is a time in the Church of the Nazarene where delegates from all over the world get together and they have roundtable discussions, they have meetings, they essentially have panels and they vote to make changes to official Nazarene positions like doctrine, polity, just anything really. So it's a pretty important time and very critical, and a lot of people in the Church of Nazarene keep their eye on that to sort of see like where the denomination is headed. So that's coming up this week, actually, just in a few days. So there's been some interesting developments over the last few months that have sparked some controversy among Nazarene clergy as well as members. And there's some, how do I want to say? Well, for a while, the Church of the Nazarene has been pulled in different directions theologically, and it's sort of getting to a place where everyone is very tense when things like this happen, like official gatherings and meetings, because no one's really sure what direction the denomination is going to land in. Everyone sort of has their own ideas, and everyone's trying to have their own say. And so there's a lot going on. And so I want to engage with that and sort of shed a little light into what's going on there. Again, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to approach it. But at the very least, I think it might be enlightening, at least just to know a little bit more about me and my background and what I came from. But also people who are from the Church of the Nazarene who might be, I don't know, interested in getting like an outsider's perspective, which is so weird to say that I'm like an outsider now because I grew up in it. But anyways, so that's sort of the direction I'm thinking of taking the channel, talking about the Church of Nazarene, engaging that, as well as, just sort of basics of Catholicism, and maybe doing some response stuff here and there as well. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up, let you know, like, I'm doing okay. Thank you very much for your prayers and support. I am planning on producing more content. I'm not abandoning the channel. It's just, it's been a crazy month, a lot going on. Things are starting to settle into a rhythm, but that's going to change here in a couple months when my wife has to go back to work. So then that's going to, shift things again. But anyways, just wanted to do an update for you all. And again, like, thank you is not enough, really, for all the support you guys have offered. So look forward to some content coming soon, sooner rather than later, hopefully.